Thank you. Anybody got a Sharpie? Hey folks, this is personal. This is personal. I spent the better part of the last 20 years working for this agency. I had an office in Building 4. I've had 3 separate offices in Building 3 here. And my last tour, thank you. My last tour I served as administrator of this amazing, amazing agency. I walked through these doors. I walked through these doors with thousands of colleagues like Tom and the others you've heard from today. I walked through these doors to meet members of Congress, teachers, students, farmers, fishermen, tribal elders, corporate executives, every single engagement you can imagine with every part of our society. Do you want to know what goes on here in this block? Let me just take a minute and explain to you. At the far end is where NOAA's satellite offices are. That's where the state-of-the-art satellites are designed and built and launched like the last one we launched in June by companies like SpaceX. You know what? I didn't get a thank you from Elon Musk when we launched that satellite. Where's my thank you? The next building is that National Weather Service, where right now thousands upon thousands of dedicated federal employees and contractors are putting out thousands of forecasts and products and services, except in places like the weather forecast offices in Boise and Boston that got decimated by the firings. In this building here, right behind me, you heard about getting safe seafood. The National Marine Fisheries Service not only makes sure you have safe seafood, it supports a $320 billion industry with 2.3 million jobs. Imagine what happens if we can't support that. The Office of Oceanic and Atmospheric Research is right behind me as well. OAR supports our Nobel laureates. Yes, Nobel laureate environmental scientists. Make sure that Sea Grant is there for every person to take advantage of the knowledge of what's going on the coast. And the Office of Marine and Aviation Operations is right behind me as well, where more than 300 dedicated NOAA Corps officers make sure that those airplanes can fly, those ships can go to sea, and that you are kept safe from hurricanes, from storms at sea, from all the things that can happen in the environment, and to make sure that we have the capacity to respond when these natural disasters happen. And that's what happens in the building at the end there at the National Ocean Service, where we're able to survey the coasts, able to make sure that we can reopen the ports after a disaster like the Francis Scott Key collision just a few months ago. Amazing, amazing things are done here and at over 600 other facilities around the country. Facilities that, as we speak, are being shut down arbitrarily by the team from Doge, or Dodgy, as I prefer to call it. The Doge team came into this administration like a bull in a china shop. And you know what happens when you have a bull in a china shop? You get a lot of broken china and a lot of bullshit. One of my colleagues today, in commenting to the media on what's happened with these firings and these arbitrary lease terminations and program cancellations, and he said, there's a better way to do it. He's right. Don't do it. If anything, I argued during my whole tenure as administrator, this agency is grossly under-resourced with only 12,000 personnel. There need to be another 5,000 at least. So don't start saying we can cut and still get all the services we need. Do you know what it costs you? All the things I talked about, weather forecasts. I didn't even talk about space weather, navigational charts, fisheries. Do you know what it costs you, every single American? It costs you 6 cents per day. 6 cents per day to get all of that. Pretty good deal. So don't come looking to NOAA to look for savings. In fact, what you need to do is to be investing even more in what this agency does. We need to continue doing this. We need to dive in, we need to speak out, and we need to act up. Save NOAA now. Save NOAA now. Save NOAA now.